Would you please bow with me for prayer? Gracious God, we come before you today with grateful hearts to celebrate the accomplishments of these students and to reflect upon the journey that has brought them to this moment. I pray that as reflection occurs, minds of students and supporters alike will be flooded with memories of the time spent to make this day a reality, and that thanksgiving would be given for these opportunities. And as we gather to celebrate achievement obtained at the crossroads of knowledge and hard work, I pray for a collective hunger amongst this group of graduates to continue as lifelong learners in their field and to use the knowledge that they obtain to love and serve their fellow man. Father, I pray also that in the future journey for each of these students, that your wisdom and guidance would be heeded as they go forward to accomplish all that you have set before them. We pray this in Jesus' name, amen. You may be seated.
Good morning. As president of Southeastern Oklahoma State University, and on behalf of the spring graduate class of 2018, the faculty, staff, students, and alumni would like to welcome everyone to the commencement exercise today. To the graduates, it's a great pleasure for me, along with the rest of the Southeastern community, to be able to participate in this traditional ceremony, which marks the beginning of your life as a professional and the point in your life where every conceivable opportunity is open to you. We are honored to be part of this memorable and meaningful occasion. I want to recognize the Southeastern Symphonic Winds under the direction of Dr. Michael Sherman and the Southeastern Chorale under the direction of Dr. Joshua Nanestead and student conductor Allie Thomas providing the music for today's ceremony. I will now introduce today's platform guests and ask that they stand as they're introduced. Please hold your applause until all the platform guests have been introduced. Mr. Mike Davis, Director of Compliance and Safety. Ms. Christy Luke, Associate Dean of Academic Records and Registrar. Dr. Tim Boatman, Dean of the Graduate School, E-Programming and Academic Support. Mr. Dennis Westman, Vice President for Business Affairs. Ms. Marty Phillips, Assistant Vice President for Business Affairs. Mr. Will Payne, President of the Southeastern Alumni Association. Mr. Trey Hedrick, Director of the Baptist Collegiate Ministries. Ms. Liz McCraw, Vice President for Student Affairs. Dr. Kyle Stafford, Vice President for University Advancement. Dr. Stephen Emge, Professor of Music and immediate past President of the Faculty Senate. And Oklahoma State Regents for Higher Education Regent John Massey. Please join me in recognizing all these distinguished individuals. We are saddened that our scheduled commencement speaker, Ms. Lisa Smalago, is unable to be with us today due to illness. We wish her a quick recovery, and she asks that I share with you her congratulations with each of you. Dr. Stephen Emge, representing our faculty, will now introduce our honor graduates.
I'd first like to recognize the men and women who are serving as student marshals for this morning's exercises. Our marshals are members of either Blue Key, a national leadership fraternity, or Cardinal Key, a national leadership sorority. We want to express our appreciation for the outstanding service Blue Key and Cardinal Key provide at commencement and many other campus functions. If the members of Blue Key and Cardinal Key will stand, let's please recognize them at this time. You may be seated. The gonfalons were carried in by top graduates in their respective schools. Leading in the School of Arts and Sciences was Michael Kellner, and Maria Moore led the graduate school procession. Let's please recognize them at this time. We are gathered here today to celebrate the academic achievements of every one of our graduates. There are a few, however, whose special achievements deserve recognition. On behalf of the faculty, I would now like to recognize these outstanding students. The first of several groups that we will recognize are the graduates who are members of the National Honor Society, Alpha Chi. Students from all majors are eligible for membership into this outstanding university-wide honor society. In order to qualify, the members of Alpha Chi had to be ranked in the top 10% of their junior or senior class while maintaining at least a 3.65 grade point average. Alpha Chi members can be recognized by the white stole each is wearing. Will all Alpha Chi members please stand and be recognized? Please be seated. The Southeastern Honors Program has a long and honorable tradition that goes back to 1978 when David L. Parsons, a 1928 Southeastern alumnus, endowed the Parsons Scholars Scholarship. Southeastern's honor program is committed to the ongoing growth and development of a culturally diverse and academically talented group of honors students. It is with great pleasure that I announce the students who have fulfilled the rigorous course of study that qualifies them to be recognized as honors program graduates for spring 2018. Please stand when I call your name, and we'd like to ask that if you would please hold your applause until all have been named. Rachel Childers, History and English with a writing emphasis major. Her hometown is Calera, Oklahoma, a graduate of Calera High School. Casey Love, Chemistry, Interdisciplinary Medical Sciences major, hometown Durant, Oklahoma, a graduate of Silo High School. Jake Martin, History major, hometown of Broken Bow, Oklahoma, a graduate of Broken Bow High School. James Mott Uzi, Computer Science major, hometown Tishomingo, Oklahoma, a graduate of Tuttle High School. Madison Poteet, Communication, Media Studies, Advertising, Public Relations major, hometown Colbert, Oklahoma, a graduate of Colbert High School. Preston Rice, History major, hometown Colbert, Oklahoma, a graduate of Colbert High School. Faith Rich, Mathematics Education major, hometown Colbert, Oklahoma, a graduate of Colbert High School. I will now introduce the spring 2018 honors graduates. Honor graduate status is awarded to undergraduate students earning a final grade point average of 3.70 or higher in all of their classes. We will recognize 3 groups of honors graduates. I think you may sit down. The first of this group are students graduating cum laude or with honors. These students have achieved a 3.70 to 3.79 cumulative grade point average. As I call your name, please stand and remain standing until all cum laude graduates have been named. We ask you to please hold your applause until all have been announced. Michael Baker, majoring in mathematics from Sherman, Texas. Ashley Elizabeth Faulkner, majoring in theater, acting, directing, and theater management promotion from Claremore, Oklahoma. Ashlyn Brooke Finch, liberal and applied studies from Hugo, Oklahoma. Jake Michael Martin, majoring in history from Broken Bow, Oklahoma. Let's recognize these outstanding graduates. The next group is graduating magna cum laude or with high honors. These students have achieved a 3.80 to 3.89 cumulative grade point average. Again, please stand as your name is called and remain standing until all in this group have been named, and we ask that you hold your applause until everyone is standing. Mark Duncan Bays, majoring in chemistry Interdisciplinary Medical Sciences from Rattan, Oklahoma. Stephanie M. Canaday, majoring in Art Graphic Design from Denison, Texas. Rachel Beth Childers, majoring in History and English with a writing emphasis from Calera, Oklahoma. Madison J. Poteet, majoring in Communication Media Studies from Colbert, Oklahoma. Please, let's acknowledge these wonderful graduates. The final and most exclusive category of the honors graduates to be recognized are those graduating summa cum laude or with highest honors. These students have achieved a 3.90 to 4.0 cumulative grade point average. This morning, we are recognizing the following summa cum laude graduates. Michael Allen Kellner, majoring in computer science from Tishomingo, Oklahoma. Jason Robert King, majoring in communication, media studies, broadcasting from Ulido, Texas. Elizabeth Paige Landers, biology, interdisciplinary medical sciences from Hugo, Oklahoma. Casey Ray Love, majoring in chemistry, interdisciplinary medical sciences from Durant, Oklahoma. Matthew Blaine Maxwell, majoring in chemistry, biomechanical technology from Durant, Oklahoma. Noah Joy Patton, majoring in English with writing emphasis from Calera, Oklahoma. Patrick Wayne Sharp, majoring in chemistry, interdisciplinary medical sciences from Bixby, Oklahoma. Peyton Whitehead, majoring in chemistry, biochemical technology from Colbert, Oklahoma. And let's recognize these outstanding graduates.
This commencement ceremony is particularly significant at Southeastern Oklahoma State University when you consider that 57% of our graduates today are first-generation college graduates. That is, the first in their families to receive a college degree. A college degree changes lives, but it also changes generations of lives. The course of a family and a community are forever impacted in a positive way. Doors are open and the impossible becomes impossible. We are very proud to be a significant part of this life-changing experience. This graduating class has a local, regional, state, national, and even international flavor. Today's class includes students from 16 states from across the United States and 13 countries. In addition to our home state graduates, we have graduates from as near as Texas and Arkansas and countries as far away as China and Australia. The diversity of this class is representative of the global community in which we all live. We must learn to better understand our neighbors across the globe, their cultures, their challenges, and their dreams. The world is a much smaller place than it was even a decade ago, and your experiences here at Southeastern have prepared you to be successful moving forward. Commencement is indeed an event that those individuals in the entire graduating class of 2018 will always remember and cherish. To our graduates, graduating from this university is a tremendous honor, but remember, no one can accomplish this alone. Let's take this opportunity to thank your parents, spouses, relatives, and friends, all of whom played important roles in assisting you to reach this goal in life and have helped to make today's celebration even more special. I would like to ask that all of the parents, relatives, spouses, and friends of today's graduates to please stand as the class of 2018 and joins me in expressing appreciation for all of your support. Please stand. Graduates, it's your turn now. Pay it forward. Support the next generation of your family as they pursue their educational goals. Support them as you have been supported. I'd also like everyone to join me in expressing appreciation to our outstanding faculty, members for their dedication and commitment to our students and to Southeastern Oklahoma State University. goal was to help you to succeed. The university's mission is clear. It's to help students reach their highest potential and to promote the values of career preparation, responsible citizenship, and lifelong learning. Your degree from Southeastern has taught you to think critically, to see the complicated challenges ahead of you, and most importantly, to find solutions. Today is especially meaningful to me. Today I will see the first class of students I knew as freshmen to graduate. I've watched these students find their voices, meet their goals, succeed, fail, grow, and succeed again. I've witnessed firsthand the power of your education. A college education is transformative. It's an honor and privilege to be a small part of it. This is a singular moment in time, the end of years of hard work, sacrifice, and dedication. It's a time to be celebrated. It's a time to reflect on how far you have come and what you have accomplished. It's also a time of great change. You may be starting a new job, or moving to a new place, or beginning your life with someone else. You are starting on a completely new path that is exciting and challenging at the same time. You are completely in charge of what comes next. And I would share with you that it is the first step of a continuous cycle of changes that will be both exciting and challenging. You can do this. You're ready. I had no idea sitting in my graduation ceremony that someday I would serve in the Oklahoma State Senate or that I would be conferring degrees as a college president. What I did know was that watching for opportunities and taking advantage of those opportunities would be important. I also knew that building relationships would be important as well. On a car ride in Washington, D.C., with then U.S. Senator David Bourne, he suggested to me that I might run for the state Senate someday. He planted a seed that became an idea, that then became my reality and helped me realize that my life is really about public service. Today, as a college president, I'm able to continue that service in a meaningful way. Pay attention to the opportunities that you're presented with, and then constantly and intentionally grow personal relationships. Your college education has prepared you to adapt, to think, and to understand your motivation. I challenge you to stay true to yourself. So now, as you set on your new path, know that you have a network of people, including parents, friends, and professors, who are cheering for you and supporting you. Know that you have the tools to build the future you want and the future you deserve. Dr. Stephen M.G., representing the faculty, will now come to the podium for the purpose of presenting the candidates for baccalaureate degrees in the School of Arts and Sciences.
Will the candidates for bachelor's degrees in the School of Arts and Sciences please stand? President Burridge, these students have completed all the requirements for their respective degrees, and they are recommended by the faculty of the School of Arts and Sciences for the granting of degrees as listed in the program.
Consistent with the statutes of the state of Oklahoma, the rules and regulations of the Higher Learning Commission, the rules and regulations of the Oklahoma State Regents for Higher Education, and the Regional University System of Oklahoma and Board of Regents, and by authority vested in me by the Regents, it is my pleasure to confer on each of you the baccalaureate degree as printed in the program with the rights, ranks, privileges, and responsibilities such a degree carries among scholars. In testimony thereof, you may now come forward to receive your degree.
Michael Kellner, summa cum laude. Rachel Hannah Andrews. Darwin Jean Apeda. Delaney Ray Archer. Cody Arnold. Nikki Bailey. JC Ball. Jason King, summa cum laude. Preston Brown. Caitlin Louise Bird. Stephanie Kennedy. Molly Cantrell. Lawrence Carter. Zach Taylor. Brianna Chesson. Rachel Childers, magna cum laude. Jessica Ann Clayton. Spencer Cook. John Cody Davenport. Tanner Davis. Casey Davison. Mackenzie Duffy. Chelsea Oksana Dixon. Emily Grace Dooley. Austin Vincent Duval. Ernest Robert Bedford IV. Brandon Green. Ashley Faulkner. Christina Etheridge. Charnel Esvipa Levende. Jonathan Friend. Ashlyn Brooke Finch. Jorge Galicia. Alexandria Giles. Gage Goff. Shane Goff. Peyton Hamilton. Austin Haston. Grace Elizabeth Haynes.
Denver Long. Ryan LaFleur. Linda Lyson. Casey Love, summa cum laude. Esther Mary Lou Love. Dakota Spur Bacon. Jake Martin, cum laude. James Montucci. Matthew Maxwell, summa cum laude. Will Macbeth. Savannah Muller. Joshua Nupsio. Misty Page. William Palmer. Tyler Palmer. Megan Elizabeth Parker. Valley Parsons. Noah Patton. summa cum laude. Wade Peterson. Edgar Pichardo. Madison J. Batiste. Faith Elizabeth Rich. Joshua Blake Ringgold. Amber Roberts Hammer. Elaine Rodenbaugh. Jimmy Russell. Lane Edward Stalkin. Mulaney Self. Caleb D. Sharp. Tatum Nicole Shelton. Sarah Ann Smith. Tiffany K. Smith. Colton Stevens. Gary Spears. Haley Story. Brandon Stiles. Jamie Summers. Kayla Michelle Strange. Lisa Taylor. James Thomas. Paige Nicole Thomas. Latoya Cecilia Tibbs. Leticia Lizette Torres. Elizabeth Ann Ferrari. Michelle Nicole Weaver. Austin Ray Neal White. Shelby Lynn White. Peyton Whitehead. Brandon Gilsons. Ryan Woods. Nicholas Xavier.
I would ask Dr. Tim Boatman, Dean of the Graduate School, to come to the podium for the purpose of presenting the candidates for their master's degrees.
Will the candidates for master's degrees please stand? President Burridge, these students have completed all the requirements for their respective degrees, and they are recommended by the graduate faculty for the granting of degrees in academic coding as listed in the program.
Consistent with the statutes of the state of Oklahoma, the rules and regulations of the Higher Learning Commission, the rules and regulations of the Oklahoma State Regents for Education, and the Regional University System of Oklahoma Board of Regents, and by the authority vested in me by the Regents, it's my pleasure to confer on each of you the master's degree as printed in the program with all the rights, ranks, and privileges and responsibilities such a degree carries among scholars. In testimony thereof, you may now come forward and receive your degree and hoodie.
Maria Moore with honors. Chandler Bailey Arterberry. Savannah Burwell. Nicole Rochelle Narcomi. Nicole Jane Miller Poland. Justin Shahan. Lisa Ed Vandenberg.
I am very pleased to introduce President of Southeastern Alumni Association, Mr. Will Payne, to present the alumni charge. Please join me in welcoming him to the podium.
All right. It's time to turn it on. For the past few years, 4, 5, 6, 20. You've worked so hard for this achievement here today. As we present you with the pen, it's time to turn it on. As president of Southeastern Oklahoma State University Alumni Association, it is my privilege and pleasure to officially induct you each as a member of the Alumni Association. We welcome you. We believe that the years ahead are very, very successful for you. A moment ago, a board member was able to put the pen on you. It starts your new journey as a representative of Southeastern Oklahoma State University. We charge you to wear that pen, that gold, blue, yellow SE pen, wherever you go, because you have preserved, you persevered, and you've met the challenges here at Southeastern Oklahoma State University. We welcome you home forever. As of today, you have all the rights, privileges, and challenges, and you're ready to go as a duty, and it is your honor to be an Alumni Association member. So what does that mean? Stay connected with your fellow graduates. Tell everybody about the great experience you had here at Southeastern Oklahoma State University, and be an advocate for hiring graduates, recruiting new students to this university, and having pride in our school. And now it's time to turn it on. Up and loud. Are you ready? Say it with me. Go Southeastern.
Thank you, Will. To close our ceremony, please stand and join the Southeastern Chorale to sing our alma mater, the lyrics of which can be found in your program. Please remain standing until the recessional is complete.